Hello students, welcome to our AriserTalent. I am your maths teacher Arpita Sharma. Students, we were discussing arithmetic progressions and in that we have discussed about various properties of arithmetic progressions and the means of it, right students? So in this particular lecture, we will be going to solve some questions. I've told you exercise is good for health, right? So here was our first question. The sum of three numbers in AP is -3, okay, and their product is 8. Find the numbers, okay. So you have given with a question, what it's saying, sum of three numbers in AP. You are having three numbers A, B, C, and the sum is -3, okay. Now recall what I have told you about supposition, how you will suppose numbers if it's given in odd or even. So if it's given in odd manner, now the three numbers, so three numbers are what? Odd, 3 is odd, so ABC will be odd. So how will you suppose? You will not suppose it like ABC. You will be having three unknowns there. You don't have to, magnify your unknowns. You have to sort it out. So that can work with A minus D here, A plus D here. Okay. If you are not sure, you can check it. Supposition of terms in AP. When we are having three terms, we have to suppose it like A minus D, A and A plus D. Okay. So we are doing the same in this first question. I have told you now these properties are going to work in questions. Okay. So students, now solution. Now you know how to solve it. Okay. Let the three numbers be what? A minus D, A and A plus D. Now what is given? Given is its sum is -3. Now if the sum is -3, that means this term plus this term plus this term equals to -3. Okay. You will get to know why we are taking this in this form, A minus D, A plus D, A minus 3D, like this. Why we use that? This is first term, then the second term A and the third term A plus D, and the summation is -3, right? Now, if you see this, you will say that A minus D plus A plus D plus this form, you can eliminate D, right? Now, you will be left with only 1, 2, 3, that is 3 of A equals to -3. What this implies is A equals to -1. So what is the benefit of taking these terms? When you sum them, these terms will cancel out, the D will cancel out, and you will be finding the term A, the first term. In that case, the middle term A is -1. Okay. Now you have the value of A, now the value of D. How will you find out? So their product is 8. Their sum was -3 given and their product is 8. Now product of three numbers equals to what? 8, and this is what? Given. So, first term, that is A minus D, second term, that is A, and third term, that is A plus D equals to what? Given 8. Okay. Now, A minus D, A plus D, this is the same formula of A plus B, A minus B, and that will be equals to A square minus B square. So, you can easily write it A square minus D square multiply by A equals to 8. Now you have the value of 1. So substitute it, just right from there, minus 1. So minus 1 square is 1. Okay, so 1 minus d square as it is. Now minus 1 here. So I can simply write it as minus 1, or what I can say, what I can do, I can simply change these signs here, d square minus 1. From there, what I get, d square equals to 9. That means d is equals to what? Plus 3 or minus 3, right? Now, if plus 3, then what? If minus 3, then what? We have to find the numbers. So, come here, this side, if d equals to 3, the difference equals to 3, then a minus d, a and a plus d. Now, value of a is what? Minus 1. So, minus 1 minus d, minus 1 minus 1 and plus d. So, what will it give you? That will be minus 4, minus 1 and 2 if d equals to plus 3. Now, if d is what? D is minus 3. In that case, this was your first answer, student. This, not this, this. Okay, this is your first answer. Now, in second case, d equals to minus 3, we will write it again a minus d, a and a plus d. Now, a is what? Minus 1. Again minus d will be plus, then minus 1 and then a is what? Minus 1 and plus, that is minus 3. So, what will it become? It will become what? That will be 2, that will be minus 1 and that will be minus 4. So, the three numbers are same, minus 4, minus 1, minus 4, minus 1 and 2, right? So, these things only reversed. So, this is increasing and this is an increasing or ascending and descending arithmetic progression. Okay, students, note this so that we can move. So, students, now we have a little bit idea of what we are doing, why we were studying this much of properties in previous session, because it was important. We have to use each and every property somehow, somewhere in these questions. Okay, so let's move to another one. Find the sum of all natural numbers between 250 and 1000 which are exactly divisible by 3. It's not just 250 and 1000. It is also which is exactly divisible by 3. So, it's giving you hint of something. Okay. So, what is this hint? Let's find out. Solution is here. The solution part. What it's saying? Sum of all the natural numbers between 250 and 1000. So, natural numbers between 250 and 1000 and plus what? Which are exactly divisible by 3. Which are exactly divisible by 3. Okay. Which are exactly divisible by 3. Now, students, you know the rule. If a number, you know that, like, if a number is divisible by 3 or not, whether it's divisible by 3 or not, how will you know? You will just add these numbers. If the addition of this number is divisible by 3, then only this number is divisible by 3. If not, then it's not. Now, what you are having? 250. Now 250, is it divisible by 3? 5 plus 2 plus 0 equals to what? 7. Now 7 is not divisible by 3. Now the next number, 251. Now 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8. Now 8 is what? Divisible by 3 or not? No, it's not. Then 252. Now 2, 2, 4 plus 5, 9. That means 9. Now 9 is divisible by 3 for sure. So this is the first number which is divisible by 3. So I can write, because we have to only pick the natural numbers which are exactly divisible by 3. So this will be the first number. Okay, 251. 251 is the first number which is divisible by 3. Now we will be having some terms here. We will be finding, we will jumping directly to the last one. So what will be the last number? Last number is 1000. 1000 divisible by 3? No, it's not. Then the second last number is 999. Now 9, 27. Now 27 sum is what? 2 plus 7, 9. So again it is what? Divisible by 3 or not? It is. Okay. Then it is divisible by 3. So this is basically our series. Our series is this, 252 and 999. And the numbers, what are the numbers, and we have to find that. Okay. So we have to find the sum of this series. Now the sum Sn equals to what? You can know by our formula that the formula for this is n by 2 a plus Tn. Now Tn is what? Our last term. This is Tn, our last term. This is our formula. Okay. So n is equals to number of term that we have not known. Tn is our last term that we have find by investigation of this divisible by 3 thing. Then a equals to what? 252. Okay. Now what you have to find is n and Sn. Now how will you found n? Okay students. So first you have to find out the value of n. So Tn's value is what? A plus n minus 1 d. Okay students. Now the value of Tn you have find out 999. Value of A you are having 252 plus n minus 1, and the difference is what? Now 253. The next term will be with a difference of 3 at least. Okay. So it will be 255, then 258 and so on. So the difference will be what? D equals to 3. So we will write 3 here. Now calculate it. It will become what? It will come here and it will be minus. So 7, 4, 7. That will be 747 divided by 3 equals to n minus 1. Right students? So what will it give me? That n equals to what? By 3, 2, 4, 249. So n will be equals to what? 250. Right students? N equals to 250. Now you have the value of n to put here. So putting this value, putting value of n in equation 1. Okay. So Sn will be equals to what? 250 by 2. A what is that? 252. 252 plus Tn. Tn what? 999, the last term. Okay. So now come here, we will solve it here. Sn will be equals to what? 250. 1 time, 2 time and 5 times. Okay. Now 9 to 11. Okay, 1. Then 9 and 5. 15. Okay, 1, 10, 11, 12. Right? So you can just divide it, multiply it. 5, 5, 12, 7, then by 2, 2, 10, 5, 2, then by 1, the same number here, and you will get the answer as this 157375. So students, this is what you have acquired the answer, which is what the summation of all terms, all natural numbers between 250 and 1000, which are exactly divisible by 3. Okay students, this is your answer. Note it. Okay. Okay. This is one. Now next is what? Now we have our next question, which is something we have to prove. Right? So first we'll write to prove what we have to prove. We have to prove, students, that S3 equals to 3 S2 minus S1. This we have to prove. Okay. Now we have some things given so that we can prove. We have S1, S2 and S3 given. What are S1, S2 and S3? The sum of n, 2n and 3n terms of an AP are S1, S2 and S3. So these are what? Sum of n, 2n, 3n terms. So we'll go with what? Now we'll go with proof. Right? A proof here we have given with the formula. The basic formula is what? Sn equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 d. Now you will tell me that in the previous question you have written a different formula, ma'am. So that was not different, that was nothing but Sn equals to n by 2 a plus n minus 1 d, and we have written this as Tn. So I have written the formula Sn equals to n by 2 a plus Tn, because at that time I was provided by Tn. Okay. So now I am using this formula because I just want to prove that thing. Okay. So there is nothing like Tn, there is only terms like n, d and a in the proof. Okay. So I am going to use this formula only. Okay students. So now when number of term equal to n, then this will become what? S1. S1 will be equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 d. Now if I am saying this is our equation 1, if number of terms equals to 2n, then the sum is what? S2. S2 will be equals to what? N will be replaced by 2n, right students? So 2n here by 2 here, and 2a plus n will be replaced by 2n minus 1 D. This is our equation second. Now, if number of terms equals to 3n, then we know this as 3. S3 will become what? 3n by 2 here and 2a plus 3n minus 1 d here. Right or wrong? Now, what we'll do? We'll write it as equation 3. Now, what we have to prove? We have to prove this S3 equals to 3 S2 minus S1. So, it's clearly showing that you have to subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So, do it by equation 2 minus equation 1. What will it give me? In this side, it will give me S2 minus S1. S2 minus S1. That will be equals to what? Here, 2n by 2. In the bracket, I will be having 2a plus 2n minus 1 d. This is 1. Okay. Minus this term n by 2. In the bracket, I will be having 2a plus n minus 1 d, bracket close. Now, I will solve it like this. Implies that what? S2 minus S1 is equals to what? What I will do? I will take this 2n common. Sorry, n by 2 common. N by 2 is common in both the terms. So, I will take out this n by 2 term here. Okay. Because I have to be it like this. Now, n by 2 is common in this term now. It should be something multiplied by S3. Okay, S3 it should be in this form. Okay, so what I am going to do? I am going to just take out this n by 2 as common. Now, that will become what? If I am taking n by 2 common, 2 will be multiplied by this term. Okay, so 4a will be here plus 2 to the 4, 4n minus 2. Now, can I write it here? D minus 2d. Can I write it like 4nd minus 2d? 4nd minus 2d. Okay. Now I will taken out the n by 2 term common. So what will it become? Minus 2a minus nd plus d. Okay. Now the bracket close. Now come to this side. This side I am having S2 minus S1 equals to what? N by 2. Here I am having 4a. Here I am having minus 2a. So what will it become? 4a minus 2a will become 2a. Okay. Sorted. Now 4nd minus nd. What will it become? 4nd minus nd will become plus 3nd. Okay. Now I am remaining with minus 2d and plus d. Now minus 2d plus d will become minus d. Okay. Now this will become S2 minus S1 equals to n by 2. Then 2a plus. Now what will I do? I will take d common, right, and it will be remaining with 3n minus 1. So this will be the expression. Now n by 2, 2a plus 3 dn minus 1. It is the same term we are having here, but not it's not multiplying with 3. It's multiplying with 3 here and it's not here. So what we can do? We can multiply 3 on both sides. So multiplying by 3 both sides. What will I have now? That will become 3 S2 minus S3 is equals to 3 n by 2 2a plus d 3n minus 1. Okay, or I just can write it like d here. Now this compare that with that. So this is exactly what we have as S3 comparing, let's call it equation 4, comparing equation 4 with equation 3. What we have is 3s2 minus s1 equals to s3, my dear students. So that is what you had to prove. So it's proved. Now just note it completely, students, so we can move to the next question. Okay, this is a nice question, this is an important question, right? Now you can see how the important properties are working for you to solve the questions. Okay, you are given with the many properties, some of them will be using in mostly all the questions, okay, and some of them will be using in few questions, but all are important. Summation, okay, summation thing and the term, you have to know the formula. NAMs are inserted between, the next question is NAMs, you have NAMs. Now I am giving with, I am going with this, you know, we were having A and B, and in that we were fixing some, we are having some A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, AN terms, right? So what we are having, n plus 2 terms, I have told you about that, and in that question I found D equals to B minus A by n minus 1, something like that. Okay, remember that. Now we will use that property here because it's like NAM, arithmetic mean, okay, are inserted between 2 and 38. So A is what? 2, 38 was B. If third AM is 14, now why the third AM is given? It has some function, then N is equals to. Okay, so students, in this particular question, you have given, what you have given? Inserted between 2 and 38. So A is given what? 2, B is what? 38. Now AM is, third AM is 14 AM. If I am taking this as A, A1, A2, A3, A4 up to AN, right, and then I am taking this B. Okay, in this situation it's saying that the third AM, so this is the first AM, this is second AM, this is third AM. Now how will I found it, how will I relate it? This is equals to what? 14. Now if it is A, A1 will be what? A plus D, the difference, okay. A2 will be what? A plus 2D, so it will become what? A plus 3D. So exactly what value I have given with, I have provided with the value of A plus 3D. So you are having this value. Now A plus 3D equals to what? Third AM inserted between what? A equals to 2 and B equals to 38. Okay, so this implies that A plus 3D equals to 14. Yes, 14. So A is what? The first term. First term is given 2. So 2 plus 3D equals to 14, or D equals to what? 12 by 3, which is equals to 4. So now you have 4 as your common difference. 4 is your common difference, D. Now we have a formula. If we are having a series and in between A and B we are having some n terms, then we are having this formula of difference D, that it will be equals to B minus A, where B is your last term, A is your first term, upon A plus 1, where A is what? Number of terms. Okay, and in this question I have to find and n. Okay, I am provided with D. I somehow found it, D. Okay, A is given, B is given, so I just have to put the values. Now value of A is 2, value of B is 38. These are all given. N is to be find out, and 1. So D is equals to what? 4. Now I can write it like 4n minus 4 equals to what? 36, or 4n equals to what? Here 32. So n equals to what? You know it, 8. So students, what is your answer? N equals to 8, and it's your solution of this question. Note this. Okay students, so we have completed this question, and in this particular lecture you would have known the importance of the properties we were discussing in the previous session. So if you are not able to recall it, because I just skip the slides and tell you that what exactly, like we have studied this one, okay, and what we have done right now, we have used this thing, okay, and also from the beginning we have used the summation, this, right, this summation, and by 2a plus tn we have used 2a plus n minus 1 d by, multiplied by n by 2, this we have used. So we have used all these things. So what you have to do, you have to just rewind all these things, just watch the previous lecture also again, because why I am saying this, because we are going to do more questions based on these properties also, okay. So you should be focused on the properties of this arithmetic progression and arithmetic mean. Okay students, so let's meet in the next session. Till then, goodbye, take care, thank you.